What's up, hipsters? This is Meg back with more Gen Z notes for the Country Hipster podcast. First things first, today's featured band t-shirt. This is from Gaelic Mishap. They're an Irish band based out of Baltimore, Maryland. I've only seen them once. They played the Philadelphia Flaw in 2019. I did look them up to see what have they been up to since. They do have a handful of shows booked in Baltimore and the surrounding area upcoming. They are not on Spotify, however there is a playlist called Gaelic Mishap Setlist. Not sure if that belongs to them or not, but it is a lot of great Irish music available there. They're not on Apple Music, unfortunately. However, if you happen to find yourself in the Baltimore area, definitely check out Gaelic Mishap, they're great. Today we are talking about episode 26, Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. So I'm really glad that somebody told me to listen to Coulter Wall before I got around to this album. It gave me a lot more positive things to say about it than I originally would have. I think Bob Dylan is the official sound of the 60s. It's just that vibey kind of relaxed feeling. Until I listened to this album, he was just the guy with the weird voice in the Traveling Wilburys. I wasn't a huge fan, and I'm still not chomping at the bit to listen to more Bob Dylan. I do have a better appreciation for his music with this album. He has a very unique, distinct sound, and he is a very good musician. It's a lot less singy than most other music, but it's not bad overall. Again, very, very distinct kind of vocal styling. Stuck Inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues again would have been better if it wasn't 7 minutes long. It's a good song. It's just really, really long. Like, it covered half of my 15-minute drive to work just by itself. Everything after that one just kind of blurred together. They all sounded very, very similar. 5 out of 10. Episode 27, Bright Eyes, Digital Ash in a Digital Urn. Not off to a great start with the intro to the first song, taking an entire minute and 25 seconds before I could actually hear anything. Once I could hear something, I'm kind of getting a feel between American Authors and Imagine Dragons. I like both of those bands. They don't have that long before you can hear things in their songs, though. So, sorry, Bright Eyes. Arc of Time has a cool sound to it. Not sure if they used a mandolin for some parts or just threw a capo on the guitar really, really high, but it sounded neat. The lead singer has an interesting wobble in his voice that I didn't really notice until Hit the Switch. But also, all of their songs are long. Like, I didn't realize it was a competition to beat Scenes from an Italian Restaurant or Bohemian Rhapsody or American Pie. What? I don't think we need to be that long. Nearly every song on this album is 4+ minutes. It's a lot. Towards the end, with some of the funky guitar choices, it's almost giving like a little bit of a Gorillaz kind of a vibe. Easy Lucky Free was definitely my favorite. Overall for the album, 6 out of 10. And lastly for today, episode 28, The Commitments original soundtrack. I'm not sure if I was supposed to listen to both discs, but we did anyway. Very, very 80s right off the bat. I'm picturing the beginning credits of Dirty Dancing as I'm listening to it. It could easily be part of the Rock of Ages soundtrack, which is my favorite musical ever. I don't really love their version of Hard to Handle. I like the upbeat version a lot better. I think that fits the vibe of the song a little better. This version does a nice job of featuring the instrumentals, though, which is really cool. I remember having to learn Land of a Thousand Dances for pep band in middle school, high school, something like that. And not really loving it because we weren't great at it and I didn't know what it was supposed to be. It was just like, here, have some sheet music. We're going to play this now. I have no context for anything, so it was what it was. This full version of it was pretty good. Definitely a hype kind of a song, and it makes more sense that it's played at a lot of sporting events now that I have the context of the rest of the album. I definitely want to watch whatever movie the soundtrack is for. I think I need a little more context for what's happening with each song, and I think seeing it all together, since it is a soundtrack, would definitely help. Overall for the album, 7 out of 10. Stay tuned for more updates.